Namaskar. Hi, I'm Anupama. How are you doing today? I understand you're in a lockdown, emotions are playing its role. Uh, have patience and resilience. Things will change and improve for better very soon. Um, till then, hang on and use this time most wisely and do things which you can do to change your life and improve your relationship and anything that you would want to work on your life. I'm Anupama, as I said, and I am a psychologist. I'm an empowerment coach, and I'm an MBTI consultant. I'm working in this field for last 20 years, and I'm sharing my thoughts with you through this media. I hope I'm adding value to you through my thoughts and these videos. Today I'm talking about um, emotion, which is called anger. Yes, it is most talked about thing after love and hate, and we all have come across the situations where we get angry, and people do get angry on us. But why this happens? What is the reason behind anger? And what is the reason anger escalates to high points, and how you can manage it? To understand this, I will give you a small story or maybe a situation through which you can understand why we get anger and this emotion. As we have a defense mechanism in our body through immunity. Immunity is something which helps us fight any external body and helps us survive better. Similarly, we have emotions which our mind uses to help us survive better. Fear, I would say, just imagine about fear. You save the moment you recognize a fearful situation, you step back and you try to save yourself. Anything, attack, or when you fear something of maybe you're on road, or a child puts his finger in the plug point, or you are standing on somewhere which is very high, and you look down and you feel fearful, and you just step back and you save yourself, because fear is given to you by nature, and we are born with it to save ourselves, to protect ourselves. If there is no fear, you would still continue and you would fall and die. So similarly, every emotion has a similar purpose of helping us survive and helping us survive better. uh, Anger, I'm talking about anger today, so I'll come back to anger. uh, Anger is again an emotion, as I said. When you get angry, I will start with the body symptoms. What you feel in your body. Just think once. You feel palpitation, your blood flow increases, your face becomes red, probably, your muscles start tightening up, and your body readies you to attack something. You raise your voice, you probably start sweating, and there could be other extremes, case situation, uh, symptoms in your body. Why do we get that? Because instinctually we we prepare our body to attack something or somebody. So again, imagine yourself in conversation with either any ex-person. It could be your child, spouse, boss, or a situation where you are in a social situation, friend group, or maybe a social gathering where you're sitting and you have a conflict or a conversation, and you face a disagreement, and you don't agree to somebody, and after certain time you start raising your voice because your disagreement tells you, no, no, you are losing this conversation and you should have an upper hand, and you start getting angry on the other person that no, no, what I'm saying is the right thing. Sometimes you come back home and you see a messy house, and you start screaming on either your spouse or your child because you don't like it and you get angry. Another situation, you have your conversation with your spouse or a boss, and you don't like it, and you just walk off from that place and say, that person has made me angry, I don't like it the way they speak or do something. But in all these situations, do you recognize that what you are trying to do, you are getting angry because things are not as you want them to be. You disagree because the conversation is not going as per your choice. With a child, you are getting angry because the house is not as you want it to be when you come back home. With your partner or your spouse, if he or she says something which you disagree with, is not the person is making you angry, but it is that you don't want the person to behave that way or that certain way which is making you angry. So we easily conclude that somebody else makes me angry and it is not me because of this XYZ situation or conversation, or somebody said something to me, that's why I got angry. But take a deeper look, step back, and see the situation again. Let's rewind. You come back home, you see the house messy, and you get angry on the child because you don't want the house to be messy. So, what you feel, what you perceive, the child has taken control of the situation and it is not as per your choice. Similarly, with your spouse, the conversation doesn't go the way you want it, so you lose your control and you get angry. In a social situation, if you have a disagreement with somebody else, you again do not uh, like the way things are proceeding, so you disagree and you get angry. So anger is always a sign of sense of losing control. Please recognize that whenever you get angry, your mind is telling you that you have lost control over something that you want to gain control on. Yes, it is a sign of weakness. It is not a sign of power as we wrongly perceive it, that if you raise voice, if you show yourself big and you throw your hands and body around and get ready in attacking position, you become really big and giant and great to attack somebody and create a pressure on somebody else. No, it is not happening. Maybe, yeah, it does happen in certain situations where you really go back and really overpower somebody else. But I'm talking here about anger. Why you get anger? Because you want to gain control. You know, and your subconscious mind knows it, that you are about to lose control or you already have lost it. So your mind prepares instinctually, as we used to do uh, in times where we used to live in jungles and survival mode gets on. Your body gets supplied with lots of blood, your muscles start getting extra blood to get empowered, and start in they start to prepare themselves to attack the person or the situation you are in. So it helps you to save from that situation. So still those instincts work with us. They are in us, they are innate, and they affect us. So still in today's time we have this anger as a survival kit given to us, but we do not use it wisely. What we do is we use it everywhere, where even if it is not needed. A child could be simply told to uh, clean up the room, or the partner could be told simply that I don't agree to this and you can carry on with a cup of tea. But your instincts propel you to show those signs and symptoms in your body, so that you can show that you are the powerful one. You are the one who has the ability to dominate on the other one. So, anger prepares you to attack somebody else by making your body big and grand, and it supplies extra blood, so your muscle power is ready to really fight with that situation. But now, please relax, sit down calmly, and think, do you really need it every time? Do you really need that kind of muscle power or readiness and preparedness to handle that situation in that way? Or probably do you really need it with your siblings, your partner, your friends, or your parents, or anybody on road, on in social situation, anywhere? Do you really think that that kind of body readiness to attack somebody is needed? No, it is not needed. We simply need to control and ask ourselves one question: what I am afraid of losing the situation will impact me in what way. The moment you ask yourself this question, you will not have anger anymore within fraction of seconds. You will start thinking in a different direction, and you will have a different reaction, and your body will also calm down. Another thing which you can do to manage your anger is controlled breathing, because once you start breathing with the control, the extra blood which is being supplied because of your chemical release, which happens when you perceive a situation, chemicals are released, those hormones get into your bloodstream, and they propel, and the readiness of the muscle starts. They will calm down with controlled breathing. Controlled breathing will help you control your blood pressure, and once your blood pressure is really in control, you will not have that extra muscle power to use for anything. Sorry, this is a very simple technique you can apply. There are more techniques. You can simply just shift from that place where you are angry, take a round, because your body will recognize that the 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 action which I'm supposed to take at this time is already being taken. If you're lying down, you just get up. If you're sitting, you can take a walk. If you're walking and getting angry, you just come back and sit somewhere. If you're standing, just lie down on a bed for 2-3 seconds. If you just change the position of your body, your mind will recognize that that situation is no more existing, and it will help you and itself calm down. Please remember, anger is a sign of weakness. That is why you start expanding yourself, show yourself grand, raise your voice, and do all those things with body, so that you can show to somebody else that you are the bigger one and you are the dominating one. So always recognize and have some patience with yourself, and people who recognize somebody in anger state, you also have some patience, because you must recognize that the other person who's getting angry has already understood that he's the weaker one. So you need not to really get continue the conversation or the situation to overpower that person more, because you are already in control of that situation. So cool down, relax, think with different perspective, and see the anger from this angle, and I'm sure you will have a different reaction next time when you feel you're getting or about to get angry. I'm sorry. So I hope this helps you, and it helps you save a lot of situations and the impact it is going to make. Be aware what you are going to do with that anger, and simply ask yourself what I'm trying to win, and I can win it some other way. So hang on and find another solution rather than throwing that body anger and instinctive response. Have control. You are a human being. We all have controls. We are given those controls. Just practice it. It's very simple and easy. As I always say, remain simple, remain easy, and live your life very happy and easy. Thank you so much for listening, and I will come with more such conversations, and I really like talking to you. If you have any subject which you want me to talk on, just put a comment or a remark in the section below, and I will take a note of it and come back to you. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself and enjoy life.